In this video, I'm going to be showing you the differences between the dairy cows and the cattle cows in Farming Simulator 22. Let's get into it. Alright, let's have a look at the in-game help menu for cows. So cows, food, grass, hay and TMR, products, milk, manure and slurry, age and maturity 18 months. In Farming Simulator there are cows that produce milk and cows that don't. Different breeds of cows provide a different amount of milk and also achieve different selling prices. Brown Swiss and Holstein cows are used for dairy farming, while Angus and Limousin are only bred to be sold for profit. Total Mix Ration TMR is the best food for cows and will maximise their milk production. Find more information about this type of feeding in the respective section on how to produce Total Mix Ration. Alright, let's take a quick look at the two different varieties of cow. So in the two varieties we've got dairy cows on the left here, and then we've got our cattle / breeding cows on the right. Okay, so first up the milk cows. So we've got a Holstein, so pretty much quintessential dairy cow. I mean, everybody's seen one of these, I'm sure, in their life. So that's the Holstein. Then over here we've got the Brown Swiss. So this is the Brown Swiss. So once again, dairy cow. And then in the adjacent pasture just here, we've got the Limousin. So he is a cattle or breeding cattle. So beef cattle, whatever you want to call it. This one here is the Angus. So the two main differences is these two cows here, so the Angus and the Limousin, won't produce milk. Okay, so they're just here to be fattened up and sold for profit. Okay, whereas our dairy cows, so our Brown Swiss, which we've got here, and our Holstein, they will produce milk. So that's the main difference between the two types. So these two guys here basically have identical productivity in terms of how much milk they'll produce, how much slurry they produce, and how much manure they'll produce based on the food type. And these guys need TMR to get the maximum effectiveness for milk production. Okay, these guys on the other hand, so our beef cattle, so I'm just going to refer to them beef cattle, but the game refers to them as, I believe, breeding cows. So if we just check the in-game menu quickly. So what do we got? Angus, this type of cow is bred for profit and can be sold. Cows like grass and hay and TMR. Additionally, they require water. This is a calf. Animals that are healthy and older than 18 months can reproduce. Whereas the Holstein, for example, this breed is used for dairy farming and produces milk. So these guys actually function a little bit more like pigs. So the product from the beef cattle or the breeding cattle is more cattle, okay, or more cows to sell. So that's how you make your money. So these guys hit a peak price on easy economy of 3,500, okay, and then their value starts to go down. So basically once they get to that point, that's when you want to sell them. The dairy cows, on the other hand, you basically keep them forever because the milk that they produce is what you're going to sell, and you can turn that into other items through the production chains. So that's just a little quick overview of the two different types. Purely cosmetic for the dairy and purely cosmetic for the breeding cattle, but they basically function the same way, except for one's bred for profit, one is bred for milk. All right, let's move on. So there you have it, quick little video on the differences between the dairy and the cattle cows in Farming Simulator 22. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Leave a comment if you've got any questions. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.